Welcome back to Mad Life. Well, if you've been following the channel, you'll see that I've just done the 370Z Nismo style front bumper on a 350. Obviously you can see it's not painted yet. This is part and parcel of it. So something else that I want to go on this, you can see there's no particular great place to stick a number plate on it. So I went to All Black Clique and they've supplied me with a flip number plate. So we're going to play around with that today, get it fitted and see how it works. Right, let's get to it. Don't forget to check out our back. Welcome back to the Unionist Garage. Today we're going to Okay, so I've jacked the car up. Ignore these wires, just a few bits and pieces that I'm doing while under the car. I need to find somewhere that I want to fit this flip plate. There isn't a lot of room behind there, so that's not going to work, and I think it'd look quite ugly anyway. Again, it's not going to go through. It's got the motor on the back and obviously all the mechanism. I quite like that, but I think the mounting of it's going to be difficult because there is nothing to actually bolt up to. So I am thinking the best position is going to be right down here. So that will flip out like that, and then obviously it hides away and you won't see it. I reckon that will look really cool. So I think that's where we're going to look at mounting it. So let's get along. So like I said, looking at this, I think that's our mount. Now this is all going to be bolted up. We've got to extend this plate a bit. So we need the metal plate underneath that. So when you bolt it up, it holds in. And I think that will be fine. Now what we've got to do is obviously measure the length of this to get it dead centre. And then we're going to bolt this in, and then we'll do the basic wiring it takes to do it. Right, let's get started. Right there. Okay, now we're going to get our flip plate mechanism. Not going to worry about this panel at the moment. We need to get this in the centre. So looking at where the centre is, the centre of that, I think we're talking there. We're going to just mark that out, make sure we are in the centre. We are. That's nice. Right, so it needs to sit a little bit proud, so obviously so it can flip out. So we're going to make some marks now of where the holes are, which I can't actually see, but okay, so we've got a couple of holes there. So we're going to have one at the back and at the back of that one as well. Okay, so now we're going to put our flip plate back under, and we're going to just put our screw in the correct place, using the screwdriver to hold it in place. Right, I've slid it back a little bit. Now it's definitely going to have to come that way a little bit. We're going to have to put something underneath that to bring it down a bit. So let's see what she does. Using the remote controls that come with it. So that's it flipped up. And that's hidden away. I think it needs to go back that bit further. I mean, what you're going to see is very, very minimal. So that's the front of the car. You can see the plates there, but I mean that's pretty epic, to be honest. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, so we need to make that work and make it come down a little bit. So I think we need to put some kind of risers in the back part. And so what I'm going to do, let's open it back up again. Okay, because obviously we need it to just sit like that. Yeah, so it's a bit more flat, if you like. Okay, we do have the slight issue of this centre nut that I spoke about. So we need to kind of work out what that is, because that's making it sit higher at the front. The plate's going to sit there, screws hole are there, so I reckon that's just there. There's a little mark, you can see where it's made a mark. So we're going to find a drill bit that's about that size. Move the plate out of the way for a minute. Okay, let's see if it was going to sit in there now. Yeah, so the nut sits in there quite nicely. So that's what you're going to see from the front. You're going to see that little bit there. Okay, so we have, so these are the two wires that go into the actual flip plate and the rubber bung that stops the water getting in. So that's got quite a long lead on it. So we're going to just run that across and up once we can get it all untangled. So we want this box up here really. So if we run that up there, then we try getting our flip wires actually back down to where we want them. So we're going to run down into the arch well. There's no arch liner at the moment because that's what we've got work going on down there. So we've come down through there and then we're going to come down through here, and look, absolutely perfect fitment in length. We've got plenty left, so it's run all the way through there, all the way up by here, all the way up to our little box. Now I reckon our little box could probably hide away in there quite nicely and no one can see it. So we've got the aerial up there still. So I think if we unclip this, run the wire underneath here, and then perfect. I think it will just sit in there and it will be gone. We've got all that done. So what I've done is I've obviously connected the positive over here and the negative over here. Like I said, I've got an extra strap, so it makes life a bit easier. That's all the wires hidden away now, so you're not even going to know it, the flip plate's there. That's the aerial for it. So this is the aerial for it. I'm going to just push that down there out of the way, and we'll just get this, clip this back on. So this is the plastics that goes around. So it's nice in there, all snug and in there and out of the way. Now we put the battery cover back on, literally slides in, clips down. So now we fitted this, I have found two little spaces to screw that in, so that's made it so it's more flat. And now it's just a case of bolting it back in, getting the wiring in and get it all working. Okay, so we're just going to put the connections on for the flip plate. We're going to obviously make sure these connections are nice and tight, they're not going anywhere. Now we're going to slide this across. See, look, that sits quite nicely over the top. Cables are both in there very tight. I've just cable tied that on to make sure that's all working. And then what we're going to do is just going to give it a quick test, make sure that all works, and then we'll start putting the bumper back together. Perfect. Okay, let's keep going. The only thing that does concern me is underneath is obviously that mechanism just here. I don't have anything protecting it at the moment. I might put a plate over that or something just to protect it from the elements. Okay, so a little bit of a summary of this installation. There's only 4 wires, 2 to the battery, obviously your positive and your negative, and then 2 wires down the motor, which is literally push them on, put the rubber bung over and put the cable tie over. Anyone can do this. The hardest part was finding where to actually mount the device. The device is very well made, works flawlessly. I can't say anything better about it. It is an absolutely great piece of kit. Don't forget to head over to All Black Clique and order yourself one. Well, thank you very much for watching. Do please hit that subscribe button so we can carry on bringing you videos like this, and don't forget to turn on your notifications. We'll see you all again very, very soon.